smoke your coffee cup sitting by the drawer. The echoes of your laughter haunt these hollow walls. I reach into the darkness, but there's no one left to call. Your jacket's by the closet, untouched, still hanging there. Your scent is in the pillow, your ghost is in the air. I run my fingers slowly down the cracks you left in me. I riff inside the ruins where your heart used to be. Where your heart used to beat for me. Now there's only broken dreams. A love that slipped through shattered seams. Where your heart used to be. I still pray you'll turn the key. Still hope you're missing me. But I'm just dancing with the memories. Where your heart used to be. Where your heart used to be. I write your name on foggy glass when rain falls on the pane. Pretend you're still beside me just to numb this endless pain. Every step I take alone feels heavier than stone. I'm living in a graveyard made of everything we've known. Where your heart used to beat for me. Now there's only broken dreams. A love that slipped through shattered seams. Where your heart used to be. I still pray you'll turn the key. Still hope you're missing me. But I'm just dancing with the memories. Where your heart used to be. I talk to the shadows, I sleep with regrets. I wear all the promises you easily forget. The home we built is falling down on me. Where your heart used to be. Where your heart used to beat for me. Now there's only broken dreams. The love that slipped through shattered seams. Where your heart used to be. Still pray you'll turn the key. Still hope you're missing me. But I'm just dancing with the memories. Where your heart used to be. Where your heart used to be. Now there's only broken dreams. A love that slipped through shattered seams. Where your heart used to be. I still pray you'll turn the key. Still hope you're missing me. But I'm just dancing with the memories. Where your heart used to be. Where your heart used to be.
Every step I take is filled with doubt. Walking through the empty space you left me without. Laughter lingers, but it's just a ghost. A memory of the love I wanted the most. I reach for you, but you're not there. Only echoes and shadows fill the air. Stare at the places where we used to stand. Now they feel colder, like the touch of your hand. The space between us grows with every breath. A distance too wide to cross a love I can't forget. The walls we built are now caving in, and the world outside is too loud to begin. I thought time would heal, I thought it would fade, but your absence has only left me afraid. How do you move on when the space is this wide? How do you breathe when love's been denied? Every step I take is filled with doubt. Walking through the empty space you left me without. In this empty space I feel the void. A place where love once thrived and destroyed. Every corner echoes with what we've lost. Every step I take, I count the cost. In this empty space I'm left to fall. A love that's gone, but I still hear your call. The empty space. The empty space. I lie awake, staring at the night. Your face still haunting me, no end in sight. The empty space beside me feels like a weight. A void so deep, a cruel twist of fate. I try to find meaning in the things we left, but they only remind me of what's been cleft. The love we shared is
Tell me why. I was lost in the dark, couldn't find my way, but then you came into my life and made me see the day. Your love is the light that shines so bright, guided me through the storm, bringing me to life. I was wandering aimlessly, searching for meaning, fighting the shadows, never seeing. But in your eyes I found a place to stand. You reached out, took my hand. In the light of your love, I'm no longer afraid. With every step I take, your grace will never fade. Through the highs and the lows, I'll forever be true. In the light of your love, I'll always find you. The world can be cruel, full of heartache and pain, but when I'm with you, nothing feels the same. You lift me higher than I've ever known. In your embrace, I am never alone. Every storm that tries to break me, you shield me from the wind so fiercely. In the darkest of nights, you're my light. Your love keeps me safe, holds me inside of your love. I'm no longer afraid. With every step I take, your grace will never fade. Through the highs and the lows, I'll forever be true. In the light of your love, I'll always find you. When I'm lost to the map I need, the compass to guide me, the strength I feed. In every breath I feel your presence near. With you by my side I have no fear. The world may change, seasons may fall, but in your love I stand tall. With every sunrise I see your face. In the light of your love I found my grace. In the light of your love, I'm no longer afraid. With every step I take, your grace will never fade. Through the highs and the lows, I'll forever be true. In the light of your love, I'll always find you. In the light of your love, I'll always find you. You're the fire that burns, the warmth and the cold. With you every story is beautifully told. Through every trial, every test, in the light of your love I find my rest. In the light of your love I'm whole and free. No more doubts, no more misery. Forever and always I'll be by your side. In the light of your love I will always reside. Tell me why.
You said we'd be forever, but forever's just a word. You said you'd be here, but now I'm left unheard. I held on through silence, through every empty night, while you walked away, chasing someone else's light. I gave all my strength to keep us alive, while you left me struggling, trying to survive. You wanted freedom, but I needed to be loved. Now I'm the one left standing, looking above. I watch you walk away without a second glance. I begged you to stay, but you never gave me a chance. I was the one who stayed through all the lies, held your hand through every goodbye. You built your dreams on the ashes of mine, left me to carry what was once divine. But now I'm broken and you're gone, and I'm still holding on to what's all but wrong. I gave you the best of me, all I could do, but you were never mine, you were someone else's too. I was waiting for you to love me the way I cared, but in the end you were the one who never dared. I was the one who stayed when you ran away. I was the one who held on through every gray day. I gave you everything, but you took it all. Now I'm left behind, while you start to fall. I stayed through the chaos, through the rain, while you danced away without a trace of pain. I was the one who loved, who gave, who prayed, but in the end I was the one who stayed. rest for a time. I was the one who waited, the one who fell, but you're the one who ran, who couldn't tell. Now I'm left with the pieces, the pain, the cries, while you live your life beneath brighter skies. I was your constant, your one true place, but you ran away, leaving me in disgrace. I was the one who stayed while you went away. I was the one who prayed every single day. I loved you in the silence, loved you in the storm, but you never noticed the heart I had worn. I stayed through the years, through every tear, while you walked on, leaving me here. I was the one who stayed, the one who fought, but you were the one who forgot. I was the one who stayed while you walked away. I was the one who stayed.
Stuck in the past, I laugh when I have to. I smile on cue, but the truth is half of it still waits for you. Every empty chair, every whispered breeze still feels like a place you're supposed to be. I pretend that I'm moved, pretend that I'm new, but half of me's frozen, still reaching for you. I count all the hours that never forget. I sleep with your memory wrapped in regret.
Half of me still waits by the door, still checks the silence, still hopes for more. Half of me still writes your name in the sky, still whispers your laugh to the stars at night. I'm torn right down the middle, it's cruel but it's true. Half of me moved on, but half still waits for you. Your favorite songs still break me in two. Your sweater still smells like a memory of you. I tell all my friends that I'm better somehow, but half of me's lying, screaming out loud. I drive past the places where we used to meet, still setting a place at the table for three. Half of me's dancing, half of me's through, half of me's dying, still dreaming of you.
I swallow my pride and bury my doubt, but the pieces you touched won't never fall out.
Half of me still waits by the door, still checks the faces, still hopes for more. Half of me still leaves the porch light on, still talks to your ghost when the night gets long. I'm a war between what's lost and what's true. Half of me is gone, and half waits for you. By the door, still fights the silence, still hopes for more. Half of me still reaches out in the rain, still calls your name through all of the pain. No matter the time, no matter what's new, half of me is broken, still waiting for you. Still waits for you. I wrote your name with shaking hands on pages stained with sleepless nights. The pen would slip, the ink would run like the tears I hid from morning light. I told the moon about your smile, I bet the stars to bring you back. The
love that leaves without goodbyes, a wound that never turns to black. I wrote about the scent you wore and how it haunts my room at dawn. I told the paper how I swore I'd love you even when you're gone. I etched our song into the lines, the one you danced to in the rain. Now it plays in minor chords and echoes with a stranger's name. I dreamed you'd find them by mistake, and how it haunts my room at dawn. That you would read my final ache between the smudges and the slips. These are the love letters I never sent, each one a prayer, each one a lament. A whisper I bury, a kiss in disguise, a scream in the dark, 1,000 goodbyes. They hold the truth I couldn't show, back when I watched you let me go. And now they bleed in quiet regret. Love letters you'll never forget, because you'll never see them yet. I wrote the coffee you never finished, the coat you left still hanging there. How I still hear your phantom footsteps, how I still leave space beside the chair. I wrote how I memorized your breathing like it was scripture in my soul. Now every silence feels like grieving for something once beautifully whole. If I could turn the clocks in reverse, I'd read them to you word for word. I'd let you see the pain I rehearsed in pages I knew you'd never heard. But I was scared of sound you weak, or see me desperate to undone. So I kept them like a secret flame that died alone without the sun. The song there began slow, like piano, echoing reverb and strings building tension, like reading a letter under dim light as the rain taps the window. These are the love letters I never sent, my heart in ink, my soul spent. 1,000 ways I said please stay, but never found the breath to say. They're stained with all I held inside, all the tears I had to hide, still sealed with love and no address. These letters are my last confess. And maybe in another life you would have read them and stayed. My heart ache, my soul spent. 1,000 ways I said please stay, but never found the breath to say. You're stained with all I held inside, all the tears I had to hide, still sealed with love and no address.
Inside of my head, telling me stories you never said, confessions you left tangled in there. I still hold them like you still care.
Your fears, your dreams, the things you confessed, the pieces you trusted laid on my chest. Though you're gone and you left me to break, your secrets are scars I'll never erase.
Lock them away where the world cannot see, the ghosts of your truth still living in me. I still keep your secrets close to my skin, in the silent spaces where you've never been. I still guard your hidden fears and lies, like a vow I swore though you said goodbye. You left but your burden stayed deep within, and I still keep your secrets underneath my skin. There's a letter you wrote I never sent back, a whispered confession lost in the cracks. There's a promise you made when the stars fell down. I'm still holding it tight so you won't drown. I watch your shadow dance through my dreams, carrying truth too fragile to scream. You forgot the way you gave to me, but I still hold it quietly.
dream. I built a vault inside of my dreams. I still keep your secrets close to my skin. In the broken places where I let you in, I still cradle the heart you left behind. Like a broken prayer trapped in my mind. You're free now, but I carry the sin, 'cause I still keep your secrets buried deep within. But the secret stayed. I'm a graveyard of your whispered sins, a home for everything you abandoned within. If silence had a name, it would sound like you, and I'd still be the fool guarding what's true. I still keep your secrets close to my skin. The words you hid, the wounds within. You're somewhere else under different skies, but your broken truths still light up my nights. I'll carry them until the end of my time. I still keep your secrets, even though you're no longer mine. I still keep your secrets deep inside. You hide in the strangest things, the way the winter wind starts to sing. Your coffee cup still stains the sink. Your favorite book lies on the brink. The scent of your sweater still haunts the air, a memory too heavy for me to bear. You're stitched into the cracks of my spine, in the broken parts of me you left behind. I keep losing pieces I can't replace. Every corner still wears your face. I patch the holes with hope that lies, but nothing mends what goodbye unties. You're in the parts of me you left behind. Every scar, every tear, every bite. You're the ache in my ribs, the tremble in my hands, the ghost that walks across my plans. You're in the breath I lose when I hear your song, in the empty bed where I pretend I'm strong. I'm stitched together with invisible twine, wearing the parts of you you left behind. I run my fingers across invisible wounds, sing lullabies to a long gone tune. I keep your absence like a sacred shrine, light a candle to the wreckage of time. You live in the spaces you abandoned cold, in the half-formed dreams I'll never hold. You left, but you're still sewn inside, in all the ruined parts of me you left behind. I tried to burn it down, tried to erase, tried to fill the cracks, tried to replace, but your fingerprints are in my blood and with trembling hands. I rehearsed the words you would misunderstand. I sat on the floor where the silence grew, waiting for the last words I never knew. You vanished like smoke in the morning rain, left behind promises twisted in pain. No letter, no closure, no final flame, just a ghost of a goodbye that never came. I kept checking the sky for a sign, for a life, for a reason to say goodbye. But you never gave me the ending I needed, just a story unfinished, a wound still bleeding. You left without a word, without a name, and I'm still haunted by the goodbye that never came. Still standing at the station, lost in the rain, waiting for a goodbye that never came. I folded the letters I never could send, buried the hope that refused to end. I memorized chances we never got, still holding on to what maybe we forgot. Your voice is a song that I can't replay, fading slower and slower every day. I stayed, I prayed, I called your name, but you left me drowning in a goodbye that never came. Every clock, every mile, every tear, every trial still waits for your broken smile. But you never gave me the ending I needed, just a story unfinished, a wound still bleeding. You left without a word, without a name, and I'm still haunted by the goodbye that never came. Still standing at the border of loss and blame, waiting for a goodbye that never came. But you never gave me the ending I needed, just a heart that's still bleeding, my soul left defeated. You disappeared without a flame, and I'm still caught in a goodbye that never came. Still standing at the border of loss and blame, waiting for a goodbye that never came. But you never gave me the ending I needed, left a life that's lived and a heart uncompleted. You disappeared without a flame, and I'm still caught and on to the goodbye that never came. Still lost in the echoes of your forgotten name, waiting for a goodbye that never came. Still waiting, still waiting for a goodbye that never came. I close my eyes but I see you there, standing in the midnight air. Your touch is a ghost that lingers still, your voice a whisper I can't kill. Every night I fall into the same old scene, where you're smiling at me like it's not just a dream. But when morning breaks and the shadows flee, you're just a memory haunting me. I keep waking up with your name on my lips, resting in shadows that slip from my fingertips. I'm still dreaming of you, in every silent room, in every shade of blue. Still reaching for the love we knew, still lost in a world where only you feel true. I'm still dreaming of you. The clock keeps ticking but time stands still, every heartbeat echoes what I feel. I walk through my days like a hollow shell, carrying a story I can't tell. I see your face in the crowds that pass, I hear your laugh in the broken glass. And though you're gone, you're never far, you're written into every scar. I keep waking up with your name on my lips, grasping the shadows that slip from my fingertips. The night holds me tighter than you ever did, wrapped in dreams I can't forbid. I'm still dreaming of you, in every silent room, in every shade of blue. Still reaching for the love we knew, still lost in a world where only you feel true. I'm still dreaming of you. I build a
life where you're still mine. In dreams where we never said goodbye. In dreams you're still the flame I chase, still the one I can't replace.
But the sun will rise and you'll fade away. Another ghost the daylight takes away, and I'll be left here broken but true, still dreaming of you. I'm still dreaming of you, dancing in the ruins of all we know, still reaching for the love we lost, still paying this endless cost. I'm still dreaming of you, still dreaming of you, of you, of you, still dreaming of you, of you, of you, of you.
I thought forever and forever, but you showed me how it ends in silence. Your mug's still in the cupboard, your coat's still by the door. I keep your slippers on the steps like you might need them once more. The clock still ticks like it did before, but the hours feel twice as long. And though your laughter left this house, it's still inside my favorite song.
I buy your brand of cereal, though I don't eat it anymore. I hear you humming in my head like you're just in the next room's door. I still open messages and check, even though I know they won't be there. I still rehearse what I would say if somehow you began to care.
I made a home from what we planned, hung pictures of what we could be. But now I walk through empty halls decorated in your memory.
You were my always, you were my grace, you were the safe in my sacred place.
Now I'm lost in a love that's gone, writing poems to a setting sun.
You were the future I held so tight, now I cry alone through every night.
You were the ending I never read, the goodbye written in your head.
I still remember that hotel room where you laughed till you couldn't breathe, the way your eyes would close halfway when you whispered don't ever leave. Now I stare at old vacation shots and can't believe the joy was real. You looked like you'd never leave me, but love can lie and still feel real.
I wasn't perfect, I know that well, but I gave you every piece I had. And maybe you just wanted calm while I was always breaking bad. But I would've fixed it all for you, begged the stars to light your sky. Instead I light a cigarette and let our dream just drift and die.
You were my always, my every thought, the heartbeat in the love I sought. But always is a fragile thing when one holds tight and one takes wing.
You slipped away like time through hands, like ocean tides that leave dry sands. And all I have are words unsaid and memories that haunt my bed. You are my always, my only one. Now I sleep beneath the colder sun. I scream your name into the night, but even echoes lost their fight. You were my vow I couldn't keep, now I just lie awake and weep.
You were the love I can't undo, still bleeding me, still burning through. You were my always, but I was just your baby. But I was just your maybe.
heavens held us tight. And now I look up and see nothing, just scattered stars with no design. They forgot the way we danced beneath them, and your hand was still in mine. We were once a constellation, now just dots that don't align. And I trace them hoping for a shape, but the meanings left behind. The moon used to be our secret, we shared the silence in its glow. And now it watches like a stranger, while I sit in shadows below. I used to feel the universe bend every time you said my name. Now it all feels cold and distant, like even the stars forgot we came. When the stars forgot our name, I knew it was truly gone. Not just you, not just us, but the place where we belonged. The night no longer sings of us, meteors carry our flame. And I lie awake beneath the sky I once knew our name. We make promises under Orion's belt, now he's silent in the sky. Venus no longer shines for love, and Mars won't answer why. I thought fate was written in the stars, but I guess ink can fade with time. And even galaxies let go when love is left behind. I whisper to the constellations, but none of them look back. I used to feel a pull to you, now I just feel what I lack. Even the comets change direction, they don't pass this way no more. And the wind that once carried your voice is just an echo through the door. I mapped our love across the sky, in every shape the stars would make. But now I look and see blank space, where once we saw fate. I call out in the quiet night for something greater, something true. But even heaven holds its breath and refuses to remember you. When the stars forgot our name, it broke something deep inside, because they were all we had left. When you said your last goodbye, no shooting light to follow, now just silence in the flame. And all that's left above me is a sky that forgot our name. Your shadow still lingers in the corner of the room. Your scent on my pillow, your ghost in the gloom. I call out your name, but the walls don't reply. Just the sound of the wind and the ache in my cry. Photographs blurred by the touch of my tears. Our laughter or whispers now swallowed by years. Just slipping away like smoke from a flame. And all that remains is the echo of your name. You're fading into memories, drifting like the tide. A face I can't hold no matter how I try. It's slipping through my fingers like a worn out dream. A loved one's burning, I forgot to see. You're fading, fading into memories. The streets we walked feel colder somehow. The promises we made are broken now. I search the sky for signs of you, but stars fall silent, there's nothing new. Your voice once vivid is growing thin, a distant whisper carried by the wind. I fight to hold on, but I can't pretend. You're a chapter that's starting to end. You're fading into memories, drifting like the tide. A face I can't hold no matter how I try. It's slipping through my fingers like a worn out dream. A loved one's burning, I forgot to see. You're fading, fading into memories. Into I can make you stay. I freeze the moments we threw away. But time is a thief, and I'm just a fool, chasing illusions, breaking my own rules. Now all I have are fragments and sighs, dusty letters and long goodbyes. I call for you, but only silence replies. You're fading faster before my eyes. You're fading into memories lost in yesterday. A love once fierce now drifts away. You're slipping through my fingers like a worn-out dream. A love once burning, now a distant dream. You're fading, fading into memories, into memories, into memories, into memories, into memories. You're fading, you're fading into memories, into memories.
Curtains sway like you're still standing there. The cold breath of winter whispers through the air. I reach for your hand in the middle of the night, but it's just the hollow fading of the fight. Your voice still lingers in the empty frames, soft as a ghost that calls my name. I hear you in the creak of every door. I feel you in the silence even more. Stranger's stare, a version of me that's cracked and bare. The laughter we painted on these walls has chipped and fallen like forgotten calls. I find you goodbye in the smallest things, in broken clocks and broken rings. You're stitched inside every breath I take, a shadow my heart will never shake. And it hurts the most when the sun won't rise, when your memory is sharper than all my cries. I chase your shadow down these endless halls, but every time I touch it, it falls. You left me dancing with the shadows of your goodbye, lost between the echoes of every light. I hold on to the smoke of the dreams we burned, wandering the roads where you'll never return. I'm haunted, I'm broken, just learning to survive, chained to the shadows of your goodbye. The clock keeps ticking, but the hours stand still. This house is a mausoleum against my will. I talk to your memory just to hear a sound. I swear I feel your footsteps on the ground. Your perfume weaves through the dying breeze. Your ghost sits heavy on my knees. You're the scar that never finds the skin, the war I'm losing from within. Every photograph I touch turns to ash. Every road I run leads to the crash. You're the ache that sleeps beneath my skin, the goodbye I'm trapped forever in. I scream your name into the empty skies, but only the shadows, only the shadows reply. You left me dancing with the shadows of your goodbye, lost between the echoes of every light. I hold on to the smoke of the dreams we burned, wandering the roads where you'll never return. I'm haunted, I'm broken, just learning to survive, chained to the shadows of your goodbye.
watching someone else receive the love that once belonged to you. I saw you walking with her in the rain, holding her hand like you used to hold mine. She laughed at something, you tilted your head, the same way you did back when you called me divine. You brushed the hair back from her face like she was the only one who mattered. And I stood frozen in the crowd as my whole heart quietly shattered. You looked at her with gentle eyes, the way you once looked at me in spring. She leaned into your chest to breathe, and I felt the air escape everything. You touched her like a sacred thing, the way you used to reach for me. I saw my ghost in every move, like I was watching a stolen dream. I thought you changed when you moved on, thought maybe you'd protect your heart, but you love her with the same fire you gave me before we fell apart. I saw you love her like you loved me once, same soft words, same kind of touch. And it tore me open limb from soul to see you give her what I miss so much. You hold her like she's your saving grace, like she's the ending to your song. But that's how you held me once too, before everything went wrong. I wanted to hate you in that moment, but I couldn't blame you for loving her. She's beautiful just like I was before I became your blur. She looked at you like I once did, with all the stars inside her eyes. And I remembered how you used to say I was your favorite kind of sky. Do you tell her about your broken parts, the things you only show to me? Or did you bury all the chaos to become who I wished you'd be? Maybe she gets the healed version of the man I tried to understand eyes, but I loved you through your darkness, while she gets the better man. Like I never wiped away your tears. You laugh like I never held your pain through all those hollow years. She gets your Sundays and softest voice, while I get memories and grief. She gets a future you now believe in, while I write songs I can't release. I saw you love her like you loved me once, and I smiled through all the pain, because what we built became her haven, and I'm just standing in the rain. She gets your peace, your second chance. She gets the vows I begged to hear, and while you give her all I needed, I disappear. You didn't change, you just changed for her, and I guess that's what hurts the most.
I walked through the storm just to hear your voice, each raindrop falling like a faded choice. The city lights blurred behind the gray as I chased the echoes you carried away. The streets were rivers, reflections of pain, and I heard your whispers tangled in the rain. Every drop on my skin felt like your goodbye, a cold reminder love can die. And in every thunderclap I hear your name, lost between the drops, caught in the blame. Whispers in the rain, calling out my soul. Promises we made, now stories untold. I reach for you in every falling tear, but you're just a shadow I can't hold near. Whispers in the rain, that's all that remains. Umbrellas turned inside out like broken dreams, the world spinning faster, tearing at the seams. I wonder the corners where we once kissed, haunted by moments that no longer exist. Your laughter once danced in these empty streets, now it's just puddles beneath my feet. The rain keeps singing your lullaby while I crumble beneath the weeping sky. And in every thunderclap I hear your name, lost between the drops, caught in the blame. I scream into the wind, but it carries away. Just another prayer, you won't stay. And in every thunderclap I hear your name, lost between the drops, caught in the blame. I scream into the wind, but it carries away. Just another prayer, you won't stay. Whispers in the rain, calling out my soul. Promises we made, now stories untold. I reach for you in every falling tear, but you're just a shadow I can't hold near. Whispers in the rain, that's all that remains. You're the ghost that the storm can't explain. I thought love would stand against the tide, but it faded like mist in the morning light. I search every storm, every drop, every breath for the part of you I never kept. In the crashing skies, in a shattered night, you're a fading song, you're a flickering light. I chase your memory down these flooded lanes, but all I catch are whispers in the rain. Whispers in the rain, singing my defeat. Footsteps vanish on a broken street. I reach for you with trembling hands, but you're gone like waves pulled from sand. Whispers in the rain, you're all that remains. Whispers, whispers in the rain, calling your name, but you're gone, you're gone. Lights flicker low in this hollow space. Your laugh echoes in the empty place. The bed's still unmade, your side untouched. I keep it that way, like you're still enough. Your sweater still clings to the back of the chair. Your perfume still lingers, like you're still there. But every step I take feels so untrue. I'm just wandering through rooms without you. I keep the windows closed to hold in your ghost. I sleep beside the silence I miss the most. These are just rooms without you, walls full of echoes that cut me into. Every shadow reminds me of what I can't undo. This house is a grave for a love we once knew. I'm just breathing inside broken truths, living inside these rooms without you. Your coffee mug's cold on the windowsill. Your books lie open, your dreams stay still. I whisper your name just to hear it break, trying to fill up the silence you made. The clocks have all stopped since the day you left. Time forgot this place just like the rest. I open the doors just to pass on through, still lost inside these rooms without you. The mirrors reflect the life we outgrew. Now every reflection just points back to you. These are just rooms without you, walls that remember what I can't undo. Every floorboard still knows Shadows cave and the colors fade. Rooms without you are just graves I've made. These are just rooms without you. Air too heavy, light too cruel. Every memory drips like dew, flooding the halls with the ache of you. I'm trapped in these walls of hollow through truth, living and dying in rooms without you. Rooms without you. Rooms without you. Still call your name. I built you a world out of every piece I had, made you my everything, though it hurt so bad. I gave you the comfort of my open arms, but you only left, chasing fleeting charms. I kept your heart warm in the coldest nights, while you disappeared in the dimmest lights. I was your home, but you didn't stay. You packed your bags and just walked away. I gave you all the shelter you could need, kept you from the storms, planted every seed. But you left me all behind, left me here to face the silence, to drown in fear. You found your freedom in someone else's kiss, while I stayed behind, lost in the abyss. I was your place of rest, your quiet ground, but you didn't care. You left me without a sound. I held you together when the world came apart, but I was nothing more than a fading heart. You were my everything, my whole design, but you left me broken, alone and confined. I was your home, but you left me cold. I was the one who loved you, the one who held. I was the place where you laid your soul, but now I'm just the pieces you didn't want to hold. I gave you my warmth, gave you my fight, but you walked away into the night. I was your home, your safe place to hide, but you left, leaving nothing inside. The walls still echo with your laughter sound. The rooms are silent now, the warmth has drowned. I kept your secrets safe, locked in my chest, but you left them all behind, put me to the test. You moved on while I stayed in place, clinging to memories, lost in disgrace. I was your home, your refuge, your peace, but you left, and now I face the release. I thought you'd come back, thought you'd return, but I'm just a place where your memories burn. I gave you everything, but you never stayed. I was your home, but I'm the one betrayed. I was your home, but you left me alone. I was the one who carried you, the one you'd know. I was the place where you laid your heart, but now I'm just a memory falling apart. I gave you my all, gave you my care, but you didn't love me enough to stay there. I was your home, but you left it behind, and now I'm lost, left here to find the pieces of me that you never left behind. I was your home, but you left. I was your home, but you left. I need your service this morning. Folded the sheets like you liked them before. I poured 2 cups of coffee without thinking. But one went cold, just waiting by the door. The silence wraps around this place. place, like 1,000 knives against my face. I still hear you whisper in the dark, still feel the hole you left in my heart. You were the fire in these frozen holes. Now it's just shadows on these broken walls. Empty bed, empty heart, still reaching out for your hand in the dark. Empty words, broken dreams, falling apart at every seam. You said forever, you said we'd never part. Now I'm lying here with an empty bed and an empty heart. Your favorite book still lies on the nightstand, the one you never finished before you left. Your sweater still hangs on the closet door, smells like you. God, I can't catch my breath. I tried to move, I tried to run, but every road just leads me back to one. One bed too wide, one heart too torn, one soul still shattered, still mourning the storm. I close my eyes and I still see your face, a ghost I cannot run or erase. Empty bed, empty heart, still reaching out for your hand in the dark. Empty words, broken dreams, falling apart at every seam. You said forever, you said we'd never part. Now I'm lying here with an empty bed and an empty heart. How do you heal when the wound is the love? How do you breathe when it hurts just to wake up? You said we were timeless, you said we were strong, but promises fade when you're already gone. And I'm here, still here, holding nothing but air. Empty bed, empty heart, still calling your name into the dark. Empty nights, empty days, living a life that just slips away. You said forever, you said we'd never fall apart, but here I am with an empty bed and an even empty heart. Empty bed, empty heart, just the pieces of who we were. Slowly, hands trembling like a leaf, pouring out the broken words that never found relief. I trace your name 1,000 times across the empty page, writing all the things I lost when you walked away in rage. I tell you how I miss the way you whispered in the dark, how silence now has hollowed out the corners of my heart. The ink runs with my tears, my voice caught in the bends. This is the weight of love in a letter I'll never send. I confess the lonely nights I call out to the stars, how every wish I ever made still circles where you are. I write about the laughter, the soft and sacred days, before the light between us dimmed and faded into gray. I tell you how your absence is a ghost upon my skin, how I pretend to feel you breathe beside me once again. These words bleed like a river that has no place to end, all pouring into a letter I'll never send. I fold my sorrow into paper cranes, send them soaring through the window panes, praying maybe they'll find you somehow. But I know you're gone now. So I write it all down in invisible ink. Every I miss you I can't bear to think, every apology I can never say, every goodbye I still can't walk away. A letter full of love, a letter full of ache, folded in my own heart's sake, sealed with a kiss you'll never defend. This is my soul in a letter I'll never send. I write about the dreams we buried underneath regret, the tiny spark of promises our hearts cannot forget. I whisper to the pages how I wish you'd turn around, how even now your footsteps are the sweetest phantom sound. The letter grows heavier with every line I write, a monument of everything I lost that fatal night. But paper's just too fragile to carry what won't mend, so I'll bury it inside me, this letter I'll never send. If you ever wonder if you meant enough to me, look into the winds, into the aching sea. My love floats on every broken wave, still calling out your name from far away. But you'll never know, you'll never know. So write it all down in invisible ink, every I miss you I can't bear to think, every apology I can never say, every goodbye I still can't walk away. A letter full of dreams, a letter full of tears, a confession lost across the years, folded away where my broken heart ends. This is my soul in a letter I'll never send, a letter I'll never send, a letter I'll never send, a love you'll never mend, a letter I'll never send.
I gather the pieces you left behind, shards of a love we thought time would bind. Each memory cuts like a blade through my skin, a reminder of what could have been. The promises made now gather dust, the silence between us has buried trust. I hold the echoes of words you once said, but they're just ghosts dancing inside my head. Every tear I cried carved your name into the ruins where nothing's the same. I'm holding the pieces of my broken heart, trying to rebuild what fell apart. But every crack, every scar, every broken part still bleeds your name inside the dark. I'm lost in the ruins, torn apart, holding the pieces of my broken heart. I walk through the wreckage of our shattered dreams, broken reflections and silent screams. You were my anchor, now I'm adrift, a soul without harbor, caught in the rift. The bed's still unmade, your jacket's still there, but your touch has vanished into thin air. I reach for a memory, but it slips through my hands, like trying to hold on to sinking sand. Every tear I cried carved your name into the ruins where nothing's the same. I'm holding the pieces of my broken heart, trying to rebuild what fell apart. But every crack, every scar, every broken part still bleeds your name inside the dark. I'm lost in the ruins, torn apart, holding the pieces of my broken heart.
Maybe someday the pain will fade, maybe someday I'll find my way. But tonight I'm drowning in everything we lost, counting the cost, paying the cost. And if love is a battlefield, I'm the last one left, wounded, abandoned, out of breath, fighting a war with no way to win, crying your name through the howling.
I'm holding the pieces of my broken heart, picking them up in the cold and dark. Every fragment screams your name, every heartbeat still feels the same. I'm lost in the ruins, torn apart, holding the pieces of my broken heart. Pieces, just pieces of my broken heart, still holding on, still falling apart. Pieces of my broken heart.
too loud in this empty room tonight. The clock ticks louder than a scream in the fight. Your shadow flickers in the broken light. I hear your laughter hiding just out of sight. Every crack in these walls is a memory's breath. Every sigh of the wind spells out your death. I call for you into the midnight rain, but all that answers is the silence screaming your name. The sweater still clings to the back of a chair. I keep it like a relic of the love we shared. The photographs are whispering in black and white, while your absence howls through the hollow night. I pour a glass of words I'll never say, toast to the dreams we both betrayed. And in the stillness I drown in the blame, while the silence keeps screaming your name. It's louder than thunder, sharper than rain. It cuts through my chest, it echoes my pain. I beg for it to stop, but it won't let go. It's every I love you, I'll never know. The silence screams your name across my skin, carving every memory you wore thin. It shouts in the corners, it won't let go. It's every I love you, I'll never know. Lost in time, crying around me, it's never the same. It's alive with the silence, screaming your name. I hear it when the world goes still. In every echo, it breaks my will. In every breathless midnight call, it shatters my soul, it makes me crawl. I would give anything, lose everything, just to silence the silence, screaming your name. The silence screams your name across my skin, carving every promise you wore thin. It howls through the windows, it rattles my veins. It drowns every prayer, it drowns out the rain. There's no freedom, no cure for this pain. When the silence screaming your name. Silence screams your name across my skin, carving every promise you wore thin. It howls through the windows, it rattles my veins. It drowns every prayer, it drowns out the rain. There's no freedom, no cure for this pain. When the silence screams your name. Your name, your name, your name. The silence screams your name.
I was just a moment in your crowded mind, a face you smiled at, but you never took the time. I built us a world, piece by piece, while you were already gone, seeking your peace. I gave you my heart, hoping you'd see, but you never saw anything except for you and me. You took what you wanted, but never gave me a thing, not even the love I thought you'd bring. I loved you like the ocean loves the shore, but you only stayed until you wanted more. You took my warmth, my nights, my dreams, but you never cared to hear my screams. You said all the words, but none of them stayed. I loved you like fire and you watched it fade. You promised promised forever, but I was blind to see. You forgot to love me. You forgot to love me. I wore your name like a brand on my skin, but in your eyes I was never the win. I gave all of me, every piece of my soul, but you never cared to hear my screams. You forgot to love me when I needed it most. You were the one who left me as a ghost. You whispered sweet lies and I believed them all, but when I needed you, you let me fall. You took my heart, but you never gave me yours. You left me crying on the cold hard floors. I was yours to keep, but you let me be, because you forgot to love me. I gave you the best of me every day, but in your eyes I was just in the way. I never asked for forever, just a chance to feel. The love with you was always surreal. I wore your silence like an aching crown, while you built your world and tore mine down. I was the shadow and you were the sun, but you forgot that we were ever one. You walked away with no goodbye, leaving me with all the questions and why. And I'm left with nothing but the sound of your name fading away, lost in the flame. You forgot to love me when I needed it most. You were the one who turned me into a ghost. You promised me everything, then tore it apart. You never saw the wreckage in my heart. I gave you my all, but you never saw me, because you forgot to love me. You forgot to love me. You forgot to love me. You forgot me. You forgot. You forgot to love me. Some words fade to conversation. I tried to tell a friend today the story of how we met, but the second I said your name, my throat filled up with regret. It's more than just a word to me. It's every night I cry. It's every night I love you left behind in the silence where you lie.
I used to sing your name like worship, now I whisper it like shame. Like saying it out loud might set fire to my veins. People ask me how you've been, but I just turn and walk away, cause even breathing out your name still takes my soul a piece away. I try to rewrite my sentences to leave you off the page, but your name is carved through deeply and the ink won't ever fade.
Your name still hurts to say. It burns like winter in my throat. I thought I'd learn to let it go, but it still wraps around my hope. It echoes in the quiet, it haunts me in the rain. And no matter how much time goes by, your name still feels like pain. I hear it in a crowded room, and suddenly I'm back in June. But the second I said your name, my throat filled up with regret. I can't say it in a sentence without my voice falling apart. Your name still owns the pieces of this shattered, bleeding heart.
I used to sing your name like worth to see if it still breaks, but every syllable's a razor and my heart's the one it scrapes. I can't say it in a sentence with my voice falling apart. Your name still owns the pieces of this shattered, bleeding heart. It should've just been letters, but it's a symphony of tears. 1,000 moments packed in one, a decade lost in years. I scream it in my silence, I whisper it in sleep, but each time I try to speak it, it cuts me far too deep.
Your name still hurts to say, like a wound that won't close up. I swallow hard and fake a smile, but my soul still calls your bluff. You were more than just a person, you were home I can't reclaim.
could forget it, erase the sound from yesterday, but I still love the way it sounds, even though it hurts to say. Your name was once my everything, now it's everything I can't escape.
You don't dream of me anymore. Sorrowful confession from someone who can feel the thing forgotten, even in the hidden world of dreams. I used to live behind your eyes. I used to be the face behind your smile, the one your heart would seek each night. Now I'm just a stranger in the crowd, no longer your softest light. I search the silence of your voice for pieces of the man I knew, but even in the quiet of your rest, you never dream of me like you used to do. I watch you sleeping still and calm, but your breath speaks someone else's name. Your brow no longer softens at the memory of our flame. You turn away in dreams from me, as if love was just a phase. Now I'm a shadow at your bedside, and you're walking distant days. I wonder what your dreams hold now, since I'm no longer there. Do you chase her through the summer fields while I fade into air? You don't dream of me anymore, I can feel it in the way you breathe. No restless reaching for my hand, no whispers in your sleep. I used to live inside your mind, now I'm locked outside the door. And no matter how close I lay beside you, you don't dream of me anymore.
You don't stir at midnight memories, the one your heart would seek each night. Now I'm just a stranger in the crowd, no longer your softest light, no longer your softest light. I press the silence of your voice for pieces of the man I knew, but even in the quiet of your rest, you never dream of me like you used to do. I watch you sleeping still and calm, but your breath speaks someone else's name. Your brow no longer softens at the memory of our flame. You turn away in dreams from me, as if love was just a phase. Now I'm a shadow at your bedside, and your brow no longer softens.
I watch you sleeping still and calm, but your breath speaks someone else's name. Your brow no longer softens at the memory of our flame. You turn away in dreams from me, as if love was just a phase. Now I'm a shadow at your bedside, and you're walking distant days. I wonder what your dreams hold now, since I'm no longer there. Do you chase her through the summer fields while I fade into air?
You don't dream of me anymore, I can feel it in the way you breathe. No restless reaching for my hand, no whispers in your sleep.
I used to live in dreams from me, now I'm not even folklore. And the bed feels colder than winter, because you don't dream of me anymore.
You don't dream of me anymore, and it's the coolest way to go. Not with shouting, not with thunder, just the silence of your soul.
I used to be your every thought, now I'm not even folklore. And the bed feels colder than winter, because you don't dream of me anymore.
Don't dream of me anymore, I'm not the one who makes you smile. I walk beside you in the dark, but you're already miles and miles. I close my eyes to reach for you, but the memory keeps the score. And I wake up in an empty space where you don't dream of me anymore.
You do forget someone you once loved, even in your sleep.
We carved our names in passing time, wrote a future in borrowed rhymes. You wore my jacket in the cold, I wore your heart but never bold. We kissed like stars, we're standing still, but never learned to climb the hill of love that's more than just pretend. We were a story with no end.
said forever with our eyes, but left that word to slowly die. We held each other like a breath, afraid to choose, afraid of death, of something deeper, real and raw. So we just watched each other fall. We were almost forever, but almost isn't ever. We built a house on broken trust, painted dreams that turned to dust. We had the lines, we had the stage, but burned the script in quiet rage. We were lightning without thunder, a spark that tore my world asunder. You almost said, don't let me go, but silence took the final blow. I almost fought to make you stay, but let my pride lead you away. We were the first that never rhymed, a song that stopped before its time. We were the kiss that missed the flame, two lovers lost without a name. We were almost forever, but almost isn't clever. I see you now in someone's eyes, but they don't see the same goodbyes. We were close but never near, we touched love then disappeared, a perfect mess, a tragic tether. We were almost, but not forever. If love could live on might have beens, we'd still be dancing in the wind. But time won't wait for hearts unsure, it only loves the brave and pure. And we were brave, just not enough to give it all or call it love. We stood so close to something real, but didn't know how to feel. We were almost forever, but almost drowned like the weather. I hear you laugh in quiet rooms and taste your name like bitter moons. You're the ghost in every song, the echo where I still belong. If I could turn one page again, I'd write us whole without the end. But we were just, it could have been. We used to whisper it like a prayer, soft in the dark when no one was there. You'd breathe my name like a secret song. Now even the silence feels all wrong. I still remember how it felt, your voice like warmth the world I held. Now I'm alone with the empty space, where once was love, now just your face. When you stopped saying my name, everything changed, but you never explained. It was like dying in a slow, soft way, and I never even got to say, please don't stop, please remain. Don't let my name fade down the drain. I trace the air hoping to feel the sound of you, something real, but it's just echoes, cruel and plain, like a ghost that forgot my name. Did I do something to deserve the quiet? Did your heart break in a silent riot? You used to shout it in the rain, now not a whisper will remain. You stopped saying my name, it all just fell apart the same, like a house with no light, no flame. I knew you'd never come again, so if you ever sneak it again, let it be more than a bitter end. Cause all I ever wanted to claim was the way you once said my name. You stopped saying my name. your favorite lullaby. When I can't sleep or when I cry, I keep your sweater in my drawer, put on your socks to sweep the floor. I buy your brand of tea each week, though you're not here to ever speak. These are things you'll never know I do, little moments tied to you. I fold your side of the bed each day, like you just left and went away. I whisper secrets to your ghost in quiet rooms I miss the most. You're gone, but I still follow through with things you'll never know I do. I kept that movie we both hate, still laugh at scenes you used to rate. I buy 2 tickets just in case, and glance beside me just to face the empty seat, the phantom trace of all your warmth, your still embrace. No one would guess the things I keep, but grief is quiet, grief runs deep. These are things you'll never know I do. I still keep your worn out shoes, put fresh flowers by the stairs where you once waited unawares. I walk the path we used to share and turn to speak, but you're not there. The world moves on, but I still prove my love and things you never knew. I leave the porch light on at night in case you find your way by light. I sing your name into the rain and chase your shadow through my pain. I wear your ring upon a chain and sometimes smile to hide the strain. If love survives in simple truth, then mine still lives in what I do. These are things you'll never know I do, but they're how I stay close to you. You may have vanished from the scene, but not from all the in-betweens. I cook your meal, I play your songs, still turn my phone off all night long, but I'm still waiting there for you. And things you'll never know I do. Maybe one day I'll let go, but love stays hidden down below until the world feels less untrue. I'll keep on doing things for you. Walk the path we used to share, the empty seat, the phantom true are you. But love and things you never knew, things you'll never know I do. You said the words, it's time to go, but I can't shake the undertow of everything we never said, the words we left behind instead. I watched you walk but never knew that all you took was part of me too. And though you turned, I held my ground, I still feel you spinning round. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but silence was all I heard. The door shut softly, never loud, but left me broken, lost and proud. You left with a smile on your lips, and I'm still here holding on to it. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but it's the one I'll never return. The empty room still calls your name, like I'm playing a waiting game. The pictures hang, they don't move on, just like me, just like this song. You took the light from all we shared and left me with the love declared. And every corner, every space that now holds just your empty face. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but silence was all me broken, lost and proud. You left with a smile on your lips, and I'm still here holding on to it. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but it's the one I'll never return. The empty room still calls your name, like I'm playing a waiting game. The pictures hang, they don't move on, just like me, just like this song. You took the light from all we shared, and left me with a love declared. In every corner, every space, that now holds just your empty face. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but silence is all that I've heard. I whisper secrets in the dark, hoping they'll reach where you are. You walked away, no more tears, but I'm still lost, still facing fears. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but it's the one I've yet to learn. I keep the letters, keep the notes, the moments when you didn't float, but walked beside me full and strong. I keep replaying what went wrong. I waited for the truth to come, but you were gone before it was done. I never knew the end was near, so now I live with what you feared. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but silence cuts like glass unheard. You left the pieces in my chest, but never gave me any rest. I held your hand, you kissed my brow, but time has stolen you somehow. Goodbye wasn't the last word, but it's the one that broke me down. Maybe one day I'll understand why we were never given a plan. But until then I'll still be here, waiting for the words I fear, because goodbye wasn't the last word.
Coffee brews like every dawn. I pour 2 cups, but one's withdrawn. Your chair still waits across from mine. I act like you're just running behind. I fold the napkins just the same, still light the candle by your name. I even hum that song you love, pretending you're not high above. I still set the table for 2, though it's been months of missing you. Your plate sits untouched by the light, like maybe you'll come home tonight. I'll stir the silence in your glass and toast to futures that won't pass. I can't unlearn the things we do, so I still set the table for 2. Talk out loud like you're still near, tell you about my day, pretend you're here. I place your book beside your plate, the one you said you never hate. Your sweater's draped upon the chair, I smell your scent still living there. I know it's mad, I know it's strange, but grief is love that will not change. I still set the table for 2, like memories can make you new. I serve the meals you used to crave, I fold my hands but never pray. The candles burn like you once did, soft quiet flame I can't forbid. Though time insists I should move through, I still set the table for 2. Everyone says let it go, but they don't eat alone with ghosts. They don't hear footsteps in the floor, or feel you standing by the door. I've tried to pack the plates away, but what's the point if love can stay? This is my way of holding tight to pieces of you every night. I still set the table for 2, it's all I have left of you. Your silence speaks the loudest truth, the empty space across this room. And though you're gone beyond my sight, you're in my rituals each night. Some loves don't fade, they just break through. So I still set the table for two. And maybe one day I'll serve just one, when I believe that you are gone. But tonight I'll do what I still do. I'll set the table and wait for you.
I still wake up, reaching out to feel your breath, to hear your sound. But all that's left is tangled sheets and echoes underneath my feet. We built a world on honest hands, made plans beneath the ceiling fan. You held me like I was your prayer. Now I'm alone and you're not there. Was it timing? Was it fate? Did we open love too late? I'm searching for the moment we let go what we were holding. Love like ours shouldn't end this way. Not with silence, not with space, not with tears behind closed doors, or your suitcase by the floor. We were more than just a fight. We were fire in the night. But now I'm standing in the gray, and love like ours just slipped away. I keep replaying all we said, each memory like threads I thread. We laughed, we cried, we stayed too long. But how did right turn into wrong? You said you'd never walk alone, but now I talk to dial tones. I see you in the mirror's frame, but all reflections feel the same. Was it me who missed the signs? Did I stop reading between lines? I should have held you tighter, should have fought the fading fire. Love like ours shouldn't end this way, with one goodbye too far to say. Not with lips that once were home, now kissing strangers lost in cold. We were meant to rise, not fall, but forever never called. And now I'm standing, curse the day that love like ours just walked away. I would have followed you through flames, would have taken all the blame. If you had asked me one more time, I'd still be yours, I'd still be mine. But you left like love was done, like we were dust, like we were none. How can something feel so real and disappear like it's not steel? Love like ours shouldn't break like this, not with a half-hearted kiss, not with dreams we didn't burn, not with lessons left to learn. We were light, we were the flame, now we're just two names in pain. And if you ever feel the same, no love like ours just slipped away. So I'll hold on to the ghost of the one I love the most, though we've gone our separate ways. Love like ours shouldn't end this way. I scroll through messages you sent, each line a soft, familiar scent. The way you spoke, the way you laughed, still echoes in the aftermath. I try to play your voice aloud, but silence answers every sound. I hold the phone like it's your hand, but it won't speak, it won't understand. You're a voice I won't hear again, a song that's lost in how it ends. You used to call just to say hi, now all is the goodbye. You're a note left in the wind, a chapter closed I can't amend. You're gone and I don't know when I'll stop missing what we had back then. I hear your name in empty halls, in dreams where nothing real recalls. Your words were home, your tone was peace. Now all I feel is slow release. You said you'd always be right there, but time moves on without a care. And now I wait for sounds that died inside the silence where you lied. You're a voice I won't hear again, not in the rain, not in the pen, not in the songs we used to sing, or in the quiet of the scream. You're a ghost I still let in, every time the night begins, and every morning starts in pain, knowing you won't speak again. I saved your voicemails, all of them, afraid to press delete again. Each word a thread that holds me tight to something gone, to fading light. I memorized the way you spoke, the little sighs, the little jokes, but memories are made to fade, and I'm afraid they will someday. You're a voice I won't hear again, but you're still here beneath my skin. Every whisper in my mind tries to bring you back in time, but all the calls have turned to snow, all the echoes let me go. You're not a sound I can replay, but you still speak in me somewhere. Listening to the air, hoping to find you somewhere there. You may be gone beyond the bend, but you'll be a voice I won't hear again.
And this voice won't hear again, but hear again. That's just of you wanting you again. But you won't know, you won't know, you won't know.
I scroll through messages you sent, each line a soft familiar scent. The way you spoke, the way you laughed, still echoes in the aftermath. I try to play your voice aloud. The sun still rises like it should, but nothing feels the way it could. You took your light and walked away. No shadows visit every day. The clock still ticks, but time feels wrong. This house still stands, but not for long. The air is thick with what you said, and all the words we left for dead. It still rains where you left. Every step echoes regret. The windows cry your silent name, and all the words we left for dead. It still rains where you left. Every step echoes regret. The windows cry your silent name, and I'm still playing your old game. You're gone, but the sky hasn't cleared. Every memory reappears. You took your love and all the rest, but it still rains where you left. I cleaned the room, I changed the sheets, but can't erase the way you'd sleep. Your coffee mug still holds the stain of mornings that won't come again. Your lipstick smudge on one glass rim still haunts my throat when I let you in. I breathe your name, I wear your scent like you're a fire I can't prevent. It still rains where you left. The trace, but I still live inside your place. It's like you paused the sky in red, 'cause it still rains where you left. I tried to run, I tried to move, but your goodbye is hard to prove. You're gone from sight, but not from sound. I still hear footsteps on the ground, and when I laugh it turns to tears, because you're still alive in years I never thought I'd face alone. Now every storm feels like your tone. It still rains where you left, and I can't outrun what's left. You broke the clouds and stole the blue. Now every storm comes back as you. You were the calm, you were the mess, you were the storm I can't forget. I keep pretending I'm okay, but it still rains every day. The forecast never seems to change since you walked out and rearranged my world in silence, cold and bereft. Yeah, it still rains where you left. You used to whisper it like a prayer, soft in the dark when no one was there. You breathed my name like a secret song. Now even the silence feels all wrong. I still remember how it felt, your voice like warmth, a world I held. Now I'm alone with the empty space where once was love, now just your face. When you stopped saying my name, everything changed, but you never explained. It was like dying in a slow, soft way, and I never even got to say, please don't stop, please remain. Don't let my name fade down the drain. I trace the air, hoping to feel the sound of you, something real, but it's just echoes, cool and plain, like a ghost that forgot my name. Did I do something to deserve the quiet? Did your heart break in a silent riot? You used to shout it in the rain. Now not a whisper will remain. When you stopped saying my name, it all just fell apart the same, like a house with no light, no flame. I knew you'd never come again. So if you ever speak it again, let it be more than a bitter end. 'Cause all I ever wanted to claim was the way you once said my name. You stopped saying my